show.
So when I tell people I am putting together a talk show, I'm usually asked, so what is the show about? So I tell them relationships, the world, and the evils of government. This usually leads to asking me, what side am I on? What side am I on? This is the problem we run into when we talk about political issues. You are supposed to pick a side, and then the talking heads in media give you the talking points, and you just go with it. We are all individuals, and our views on the world and the issues that matter to us are all unique, and I, for one, refuse to be boxed in. I know what my values are and what is right and wrong to me. Most things I feel are open to debate. I believe in doing what we believe is right and trying to improve our lives, the lives of others, and the world around us. Many of us are too self-absorbed in our own little worlds, sold on commercialism, manipulated by media, and frankly, too busy to get involved. We just casually observe the world seeming to fall apart around us. How bad are things really? Is the world really a more dangerous place? Or are we made to believe that everything is worse, and the world is just such a more dangerous place nowadays than they were before? Or is this just an excuse so the state can grow larger because we can no longer be trusted to make the right decisions and protect ourselves? Why are we taught from the time we are children, when we want to make a change, we should write some politician? Or when we feel uncomfortable, we should go tell some sort of authority figure? I have learned throughout my life not to trust those who wish to rule over me and tell me what is best for my life. Who are you to tell me what is best for me? The same people who are telling us how to live our lives are flawed themselves. So what is my show about? I want to smash the ideas of making human beings statistics and putting them in groups. I want to question everything, even my own beliefs. I want to have an outlet for people to express themselves and concentrate on solutions to problems, rather than just complain about what is wrong. I don't want to force anyone to believe the way I do. I want you to make your own decisions, live your own life, make a difference in this world. This is the Phil McGowan Show.
We do not
And we're back. The war on drugs, the war on terror, the war on smoking. Government fails at most things it does, but one thing it loves to do is start wars. Whether it's the endless wars in foreign lands or the never-ending federal grants to buy your small police departments militarized vehicles and weapons. Just like in Keene, New Hampshire, little college town, about 25,000 people, they got a Homeland Security grant to buy a Bearcat militarized vehicle. Why would they need such a thing? It's for your own interpretation. They say, it's for your safety, it's for our safety. It's always safety. You know what? I am sick of hearing stories of cops on power trips, doors being kicked in, and lives being ruined. More. When you allow government power, they will always want more. From power-mad, low-level government officials, they're government workers, they're servants. You work for us. You're not an official. These titles that we give these government workers and politicians, you do not know better than myself how to live my life. But people just defer to these people. Somehow they must know more than us because they're in a position of power. You know what? From these low-level government workers to the president, it never ends. And we need to start saying, no more wars. With all that being said and all the negativity out there, I want to concentrate on the positive stories that are out there. There are many things you can do to better the world around you. How about spending time with your family? Remind loved ones why you love them and how much they mean to you. Offer a friend some help on a project without having to be asked. How about doing something for a stranger? Maybe do something for someone less fortunate than yourself. Give out smiles. Say thank you and please. Some good old-fashioned manners go a long way. Well, going through the news, I came across a story from Traverse City, Michigan, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's in northern Michigan, where it gets a little cold in the wintertime. A man nicknamed Mountain Man because he lived modestly and he lived off the land, fishing and that kind of thing. Probably had a beard. He had his old trailer home in which he lived burned down. He had lost everything he had. The fire had occurred near Roy's General Store, and the store manager there, Rob Henschel, out of the goodness of his heart, gave the man a trailer home he didn't use much. Not only that, but donations of blankets and clothing came in from over 500 people in the town. This is a great story of how people seeing someone in need didn't just wait and beg a government agency to do something. They saw a need and met it. We are all capable of doing something to make this world a better place. Why do we see problems and do nothing about them? Why do we beg others to do things that we are unwilling to do ourselves? Here's another story about someone seeing a problem, and when their services were denied, they took it in their own hands and did it themselves. 10-year-old Jonas Corona was taken to the famous Skid Row in Los Angeles. No, not that 80s hair band, but an area known for rampant homelessness and drug use, to offer free meals. 2 years later, after being told he was too young to volunteer at the local shelters, he decided to take matters into his own hands with the help of his parents and started Love in the Mirror, a group that would be willing to help homeless children. There are an estimated 1.16 million children of school age without a home of their own. If a 10-year-old can make a difference, why can't someone who wants to steal from others through taxation to pay for a bumbling government program to do something themselves? I am sick and tired of these whiny, knowing nothing, know-it-alls crying for the government to do what they are too lazy or unwilling to do themselves. If tackling homelessness seems like a problem that is too daunting to take on, why not try it and work on your home life? Relationships are hard. We can get sidetracked from what's important in life. Hold your children. Kiss your spouse. Life is precious, and you never know when you could lose it all. All of these worldly things we consume our time with are not going to last. Family, both chosen and not, are what's important. Love, love, love. Show it and live it. This is the Phil McGowan Show.
A walk in the park, or late night TV. Wow. I'm a kind of simple man. I need you to understand. A car and a dog, an apartment uptown. I don't have much but me, but I'd give it all if we could be. Girl, I'm only one man, just me, doing what I can to give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. I'm only one man, doing what I can to give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. Yeah. A job and a dream keep me off the street, but sometimes I wanna go so I can buy you fancy clothes and things. I pray that one day my dreams will come true, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is promise eternal love to you. Girl, I'm only one man, but very doing what I can. No, to give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. I'm only one man, doing what I can. And I'm doing it for you, babe, to give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. What you saying? Just take my time, if y'all don't mind. I'ma just take my time. Somebody help me sing. Girl, I'm only one man, doing what I can. Can you feel me? To give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. I'm only one man, doing what I can, to give you everything you need, to be everything I can be. You know I'm only one man, trying to do the best I can. You know I'm only one man, trying to do the best I can.
Here on Phil McGowan Show, we're going to be talking to callers about how they would make their world a better place. Right now, we're going to be talking to John up in New Hampshire. Hey, John, was wondering, how would you make your world a better place?
Well, Phil, I was listening to what you were saying about spending time with your family and your loved ones, and in fact, I couldn't agree more. I'm horrified by what I see going on. I actually work in a mobile glass service, and I drive around a lot, and the neighborhoods are barren of children outside playing. And I do believe that our childhood experiences were probably the greatest points of most of our lives. And that time that we spent outside, utilizing all 5 of our senses. And I fear that now we stick our kids in front of these glowing screens, whether they're smartphones or iPads or televisions, whatever it is, and we consider that parenting because they're quiet and we're able to do our everyday thing with our lives. We're being selfish with our own time and not finding the time to let our kids actually grow. We're just infusing them with all of our adult ideas and everything, and never allowing them to expand their own lives. We're just feeding them information all the time, and I think that is tragic.
Yeah, so why do you think kids aren't out there playing? Do you think, because I remember when I wasn't a kid that long ago, and I do remember we did have a thing. I mean, we had video games, but we also played outside. And it just seems like nowadays we have parents, oh no, the little Timmy's going to get stolen by a local pedophile and he's going to get raped and I'm going to play outside. And it's ridiculous. Parents are coddling these kids. Everyone gets a ribbon. First place for everyone.
I couldn't agree more. I think that one of the problems we have where you face every day is instant gratification or the instant shock value of news. If something does happen to a child in Utah, I, living in New Hampshire, find out about it within a minute. And people think this stuff is happening more often than it did when we were kids, but it's not. All they're doing is they're selling these tragic stories of these people to all of us and putting us in that cage of fear. It's an excuse for parents to do whatever they want to do because they're being selfish.
And it's fear. It's everything's scary. Ooh. And then, I think I'm going to go get government to help me. They need more regulations. More. Please save me from the evil people out there. The world's so scary. You know what? The same bad things that are happening now happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Nothing has changed. People are good. There's good people out there, but there's bad people. People do bad things. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't let our kids explore and figure things out for themselves. Give them the knowledge and let them be on their way. I appreciate your call, John. I hope you continue to listen to us in the future.
Hey, thank you for having me on, Phil. Appreciate it.
John from New Hampshire, thank you for your call. And next on the line, we have Nick out in Arizona. Hey, Nick, would like to know, what do you do to make your world a better place?
All right, well, so I'm a college student, so I don't have a whole lot of money or really expertise to give back. But what I have done is I wrestled in high school and a little bit in college. So as much time as I can, I go down to, I drive about 30 minutes out of my way to coach wrestling at this high school. And it's just, it's phenomenal because the kids, they love it. I love teaching them stuff, especially when it comes down to more detailed information because I do have that background.
At this high school you work at, does everyone get a ribbon?
Oh no, this is very much so one of those places where all these kids, they come from blue collar families, and so a lot of them just, all they have is their hard work, and they really abide by the philosophy of you deserve what you earn kind of a thing. So being able to help them out it means the world to me every day to be able to go down there and just contribute to their success. one of the kids is actually, he had like a brain cancer when he was younger, and he found strength from just getting through that. And he's one of the people that being able to get that to all of them, it brightens my day, it brightens the kids' day, you know?
Yeah, and it's amazing how doing things for other people, even in a selfish way, it makes you feel better. You're helping them out, they're helping you out, you learn from them, they learn from you, and it's great. And I mean, that's an inspiring story. Someone who's out there working hard, and you don't get what you don't earn, and it's really great to hear that you're doing something like that. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate the call. Next on the line, we got Josh in Massachusetts. Hey, Josh, what are you doing to make your world a better place?
Me, myself, I'm an activist personally, so I try to get out and, make sure people are aware of current issues going on. So
you're a terrorist. You're one of these terrorists?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a quote-unquote terrorist.
Ooh, the government's going to be after you now.
Yeah, I'm sure. But, so we try to make sure people understand what's really going on in the world, basically. We all know the mainstream media doesn't have our best interest in mind. They ain't telling the truth, so we try to get out and spread the truth as much as we can, try to wake people up, shake things up, especially locally. Something happens locally. For instance, there was a case, a person named Dennis Reynoso. He was a veteran, Lynn, Massachusetts. The cops entered his home without a warrant, and basically there was a struggle, so they say. There's no evidence of the struggle, but so they say there was a struggle, and he supposedly reached for the firearm. Cops end up shooting this kid, right, in front of his 5-year-old son.
That's what the cops love to do that, and then they love to cover for themselves afterwards.
Well, that's exactly what happened, and, no one was doing anything. We, with the family, of course, organized a few rallies, one at the Lynn Police Station, and, one out in Salem, Mass, where the district attorney is. We were actually outside of the office there. I'm trying to let them know,
you're not above the law. Just because you have a shiny badge and you're working for the state does not make you any different than you or I.
Absolutely. They love to forget that, in all honesty, they work for us. Let's call it what it is. They work for us. They're public servants. And they love to act like...
Oh, no, they're authorities and officials. They're not servants.
Biggest gang in America.
Correct. And probably the most ruthless and deadly as well.
You'd be surprised. But, when things like that happen locally, we try to get out in the community and let people know what's going on and, just be heard. Because one of the biggest things you can do is let your voice be heard. So many times people are like, there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do. But the power of your voice is actually really powerful. And people need to understand that. Speak out. If you see something that's not right, speak up about it.
Exactly, and we need more people like you, Josh, out there. Well, thank you for the call.
No problem. Anytime.
Some good calls tonight, but right now we need to take a break, and after the break we'll be wrapping things up, and I hope you've all enjoyed the first Phil McGowan Show.
On terror, it's a bunch of bullshit. Just a poor excuse for you to use up all your bullets. How much money does it take to really make a full clip? 9/11 building 7, did they really pull it? And a bunch of other cover-ups. Your child's future was the first to go with budget cuts. If you think that hurts, then wait, here comes the uppercut. The school was garbage in the first place. That's on the up and up. Keep you at the bottom, but tease you with the upper crust. You get it, then they move it, so you never keeping up enough. If you turn on TV, all you see is a bunch of what the fucks. Dude is dating so-and-so, blabbering about such and such, and that ain't Jersey Shore. Homie, that's the news. And these the same people supposed to be telling us the truth. Limbaugh is a racist. Glenn Beck is a racist. Gaza Strip was getting bombed, Obama didn't say shit. That's why I ain't vote for him. Next one either. I'm a part of the problem. My problem is I'm peaceful, and I believe in the people. Yeah.
It's so loud inside my head with words that I should have said as I drown in my regrets. I can't take back the words I never
Now we can
said.
say it ain't our fault if we never heard it, but if we know better, then we probably deserve it. Jihad is not holy war. Where's that in the worship? Murdering is not Islam, and you are not observant. And you are not a Muslim. Israel, don't take my side, cause look how far you've pushed them. Walk with me into the ghetto, this where all the kush went. Complain about the liquor store, but what you drinking liquor for? Complain about the gloom, but when you pick a broom up, just listening to pop ain't gon' make it stop. A rebel in your thoughts ain't gon' make it out. If you don't become an actor, you'll never be a factor. Pills with million side effects, take them when the pain's felt. Wash them down with diet soda, killing off your brain cells. Crooked banks around the world would gladly give a loan today. So if you ever miss a payment, they can take your home away. Worse than all the violence. Fear is such a weak emotion, that's why I despise it. We scared of almost everything, afraid to even tell the truth. So scared of what you think of me, I'm scared of even telling you. Sometimes I'm like the only person I feel safe to tell it to. I'm locked inside a cell in me, I know that there's a gel in you. Consider this your belling out, so take a breath and hell a few. My screams is finally getting free, my thoughts is finally yelling down.
Yes, there is evil out there. It has always been this way. As cheesy as it sounds, love is the answer. Take responsibility for yourself. Tell the people in your life that you love them. Tell them as much as possible. This Friday is Valentine's Day. Yes, the made-up holiday to sell greeting cards. Some take it as an excuse to get in the physical with their partner. How about using it as an excuse to let those close to you know that you appreciate them? How about going out of your way to do something above and beyond? You never know when the time you are with the people you love will be the last. Good night, everyone, and God bless.
Time is a wide open sky. You are